Alright, have a submission from Arisian. They said it was a pretty smooth run, but then it just kind of petered out at a certain point. This is one of my favorite combos, so we'll see what we have here. Looks like Mean's already beat it. Yeah, let's just see what we get. I like to go superfood in this combo, even though technically, honestly, any of the paths are good in this combo. Even Stalwart has the root seeds, but probably aggressive is the most straightforward one to do. The starters aren't great, I'll give it that. What do we got for units? The thing is just you're so likely to get a good Awoken unit to just carry the run. That's the main benefit. So we could just take its aggressive. That's probably the smartest thing to do here. So we will. I could do Stalwart if I wanted to really be greedy, but nah, no need. Well, we don't have any guaranteed Scourges, but Priory's Cloak is such a useless artifact, I feel, that we might as well just take something that might give us use. Aggressive is pretty bad ring 1. That's one thing I will say. That with 4 damage is pretty iffy, but it's a... I don't know. I don't think we can take this one. We'll just have to hope that the Awoken offerings outside of this unit draft work. Really, Plink? Really? That's what you're gonna do? Okay. I'm just taking a safer line here. Wow, Plink is definitely not the MVP of this run. Those are pretty good. Alright, we get through it with 2 damage. Not too bad. Just sucks that we can't take the trial, but usually you just can't take that specific trial. We might have been able to get away with it? I don't know. I honestly don't know that any of these are necessarily that good for us. Probably the making of a morsel is like takeable. Steel Enhancer's probably okay. I don't know, Wildwood Sap's pretty good too. Wildwood Sap for healing. Sure. Multi-strike. Alright. We just do the husk. Put the multi-strike in. We would want a quick. Let's hold out for it then. We could take an Animus of Speed if we see it. Reason I take Husk is if I don't find a good infusion, that does for me is allows me to, if I get quick and multi-strike, I can take both pretty comfortably, whereas Shattered Shell only has 10 health. It's a little more iffy in that case. Should be fine for this fight, I think. We can do that. We aim it right where it hurts. Alright. So with aggressive, one thing I don't like about aggressive is you do kind of have to set up mid, unless you can get like an intrinsic fire, or whatever you call it, prismal dust. Which we're not getting because this is ring 2. Now if I go mid, I don't know, like, it is kind of nice every now and then to feed morsels to this guy, right? So like, Space Prism could aid with that. If I don't get quick, we might want to Mind Collapse. I'm pretty likely to get quick. Between just getting it at a Merchant of Steel, an Animus of Speed, or a Quick Tome, I'm just pretty likely to get it. I think the Space Prism for the potential mid-floor setup at this point is welcome. I think I'll take, I don't know, Preserve Thorn's pretty good. It's 30 damage minimum, more if you get artifacts, and then a full hand the next turn. But am I really digging for anything in particular right now? Not yet, but maybe eventually I will. Whereas this is just going to help me. Yeah, let's just take that. I can find Preserve Thorns later, potentially, but I can't find another Wildwood Sap like that. I think we're pretty fine on this. We've got a multi-striking Husk, 2 Wildwood Saps. Would I, let's say I find an Alloy, would I take that? I don't think I would. Do I need any Hell Vents? Not really. I might just take the Artifact, even though the artifacts aren't that good for these clans. I don't know. I'm most likely not taking whatever comes up here. I really do probably want maybe Animus of Will. Or sorry, Animus of Speed. I would take an Animus of Will too. We're probably not doing this. I think we go this way. Spell Chain and Purge. I'm certainly not doing that. Ugh, these are bad. Well, we could take the Pyrestone Housing. I don't really know. Like, I might want a 25 health if I'm going to go mid just to get some buffer. Or Grindstone just isn't going to do much, even with the it's good with Primordium, but not really. Not really that needed, I would say. I don't mind a Spell Chain on this. This is a really good Spell Chain, especially if I can Intrinsic it eventually, hopefully. Get rid of a Stewie? Sure. Definitely rare Umbra, I'm pretty sure. I doubt we need that. It's just not that good of a card. Don't get me wrong, there are times where it makes sense to take it. I just haven't seen that happen in a long time. 25 shards, good by me. I need to start coming up with rules for myself to like not go past shards in a certain amount. So luckily it's Husk. We also don't have to get like greedy with I actually think here this one makes sense. We want the lifesteal later. We don't have to get greedy with slays though. It's a nice thing with this. Just give that to you. I can draw back into that Wildwood Sap, but I wanted to get the double cash in with these root seeds. I don't really care about drawing back into that. What do I want to play now? This, I think. Lifesteal's great. This is why I'm pretty sure I want to be feeding morsels to myself. Especially this morsel. Although, honestly, lifesteal's really good too. Didn't mean to click that. Alright. This doesn't work on Primordium, but it is pretty good with the making of a morsel. Cycle of Life. Pretty sure we just take Shroud Spike. I mean, Shroud Spike is so good. Keep in mind, we're not going to be generating as many morsels from here on out as we were, because Centumbra Assault and Plink just aren't going to kill things, but we still have the making of a morsel. Man. I think we hit the steel. Well, it depends. If I find a good infusion, I guess I don't need to hit the steel. I'm giving up a lot of vortexes. Could Cycle of Life be what I need here? I don't think so. Let's do the Shroud Spike. I don't think so. I'm not going to cultivate enough or rejuvenate enough for these to work. Well, we're not going left then. We're definitely going to the right. Ember? Or draw? Ember, I think, because with root seeds, I don't know. I'm leaning more toward Ember with root seeds lately. I think it really can bang with it. Ooh, another multi-strike. What are we getting here? Just nothing really. Well, I wouldn't mind putting the Husk in, I guess, for 30 health if I'm going to take that other multi-strike. Let's do that then. And then I'll still hopefully get a quick. guess I don't need quick if I'm going to have that much health, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I still probably want it. Shitstone? I don't think so. I would have to take a pip upgrade. Or find intrinsic, if that's going to happen. Only have one table to find intrinsic before there, though. Are we hitting any other Merchant of Steels? Not really. Pretty sure I'm not hitting this one, so... I could just take health. It's the sac... Yeah, I could still find Quick Tome. I don't really want to reach for quick at this point. I think the health here, on top of the extra 30, is going to be enough health that I hopefully can make up for my lack of quick if I don't end up with quick. Large Stone could have been okay too. It's only 15 more health though, and the extra pip is just annoying to deal with. Oh, Bloating Fungus for sure. Yeah, that... We can really lean into... We really don't need quick now. We can really lean into Wildwood Sap. Yeah, that'll work. So... Just get rid of a Steward for now. I'll probably get rid of 2 of them. Do I need to? I don't think I need to right now. With Root Seeds, it's... Sometimes I wonder if Stalwart is actually can outdo aggressive. I don't think so, though. Pretty sure we can kill everything in one hit. It's only 40 shards. Easy peasy. Look, we even get to a combo the card here. I'm just going to draw back into that. Go for the max there. Got all those stats. I have 300 damage and 100 health. It's not too shabby, is it? We're going to hope for a Consumer Mover double stack at this next Merchant of Magic, because the regen does kind of need to happen, right? Boom. That's alright. Shroud Spike Dream could happen. If I'm not quick against Chased, I do get Ember Drained a little bit. Probably not enough that I care about adding another Ember Cache to the group. Do I care about Cannibalize? Almost certainly not. Cave In, I don't really see that doing much for me unless... Yeah, it's just... That's a number uncommon. I told you we would get quick. I think we take this over the Ensnare. You're never wrong to take an Ensnare, but I think we're good on scaling when I'm triple striking, and then this just gets me the quick. GG. Looks like this is where he went down, the Elysian, where he submitted this. Double stacks, great here. What do we got at the temple? 30 power and 10 pierce. Suppose 10 there's not horrible. Makes it relevant for a few more rings. Holdover. Ooh. I don't mind this holdover. Yeah, I like it. We'll make it a 0 cost if it's going to be held over. Man, there's... I mean, I'm not going to have money either way here. Let's just do that. I guess I could pierce one of these. It's okay. I won't do any of the others, though. Oh, I need to do this. I don't need to do this right now, but I think I would want it for a few cases. Either way, I just want to draw this unit at the start anyhow. I think we're good on Stealth Boss, but at the same time, probably the Stewards are better than Plinks right now. We'll just get rid of the Plinks. This guy, I'm pretty sure we're going to crush this guy. We're going to crush this whole troop. This troop has become pretty easy. Hopefully it doesn't shard up the big tank, but if it does, it does. Oh my god, we got the dream here. Look at this. The frickin' improved firebox. Beautiful. Look at those stats. He didn't even get sharded up. Oh, and or quick. But are clearly never lucky because the collector. Oh wait, we can just do this. Here, you guys can be sacrificial lambs. Yeah, we don't even need to play that. Don't even need to play it. At this point, we click end turn. That's more or less the game plan. So I have to see what you ended up with, because I'm guessing it's a bit different than what I had here. I mean, to be fair, I did get a Shroud Spike on turn 1 with the Morsel Maker and improved Firebox. That's also something that you may not have gotten. It's weird how the RNG works out, right? Little things here and there can tweak it. But yeah, that was for me the nuts of all nuts that we could have drawn. Skips. And definitely skips. So all of my steel upgrades are made. I think we just go this side since there's a vortex. I actually have enough money. I don't know how I ended up with 300 there. I have crazy amounts of money. So Ruthless Split Masks is an interesting one because I won't be top floor against Divinity. I don't know that these are worth my gold. I could reroll since there's a boons, I guess. Lightstone Casing have any potential for me? It theoretically could. Like, I could consume that. 2 cost is pretty good. Realistically, I mean, I probably don't take... Do I take this helmet? I don't know that I take it. I take that one for sure. Like, realistically, can I cash in on this? I take the 100. I'm still at, like, no money to even really utilize this. I can certainly utilize that one. I don't know that the Lightstone casing is worth it for me. I think we just make some removals and be happy with it. I should be able to get to my shards, right? I should be able to, but maybe I take the money anyway. 85 shards is a bit much to be doing right now. You know what? I'm gonna take it. I don't know. I think I can make use of it. There's a lot of cards that I saw that could benefit potentially. I think it's probably worth the speculative pick. Let's go health for now. These are good enough that I would save them. Draw back into them. They're good for like finishing the boss and stuff. I guess since I'm quick, the life steals aren't quite as good, but those damage shield ones should be pretty good. We'll just go ahead and feed them then. It's an incant thing. I mean, am I ever going to play that? Probably not. Restoring Retreat. Should I remove it from the deck? Maybe. I don't know that it does a whole lot for it. This battle is just such reverse difficulty. Okay, we don't need that. Just trying to get as many damage shields as possible. Yeah, that'll do it. Well, I'm not opposed to another Shroud Spike. As we can see, this is Shroud Spike when you have it to combo with Making of a Morsel. It's just really good. Now, if I don't get a intrinsic here, I got 2 1 out of 3s for it. It's not the end of the world if I just take a pip, I think. I think we will just take the pip. Settle for it. Unfortunately. Do I go here? I think I do. Holdover. Oddly, not really what I wanted to see at all here. I would have probably wanted any other of the upgrades, particularly Double Stack or Consumer Move. Consumer Move would be the nuts here. -2 could be okay, like on one of these maybe. That could be my shards right there. Could just get more health. Definitely don't want Petrified Heart. I'm not opposed to just a little bit more health here. It's not the best cavern, but it'll do. Got a lot of health for that mid-floor. I don't think we do holdover. Let's re-roll. Yeah. Well, I could do it here and put a -2 upgrade into it. My original thought was to do it here. But do I really need regen? I don't think I do. I'm pretty sure just this and -2. I could eventually do another -1, but we're going to another Merchant of Magic anyway. For now, we could just put a -1 on like the other one, maybe. That probably works. Remove the plinks. Should have. I think Restoring Retreat still probably does more than the plinks. Let's keep the shards right at 100. Should be fine. Hopefully we get quickly. It's not even worth playing. Okay, we got quick. Does more than the root seeds would. Yeah, I bottom decked all of these, making of a morsel and shroud spikes. I think we still kill him though, just barely. Should just put these here now. Yeah. That's what happens when you have 3 strikes. 3 strikes and they're out. We can come back to that one. For now, that'll do. Could combo that with the spikes would be nice. Like this. Well, I swear these always draw themselves. They never draw anything else. But I'll take it. That was even more than the improved Firebox turn. This guy ain't gonna stand a chance. Boom. That's a skip if I've ever seen one. Those are also skips if I've ever seen one. A lot of bad cards at the uncommon tier for both these clans. Probably the worst common or uncommon pairing would be this combo. Just Umbra and Awoken. All the values on the left here. Shadowbox. I doubt we actually get that off. I don't need it off anyway. Penumbra could be a draw upgrade. I think we take that. Thought I would have more money. I guess I did go into that fight with 0 gold. I don't think we have to double stack that. Why not? I can technically go top now. I mean, not really. Not really. Get rid of Plink, get rid of this. There's another -2. I think we take Mask and just maybe remove the other Entumbra Assault. That's good for me. And then Hellvent. Could just Hellvent that, so we're more likely to find it fast. I'm not opposed to that. 20 card deck, not bad. Alright, for this fight, I can do this just fine. This is never going to stick for this fight anyway. We just consume them out then. We'll just assume that was the Hell-Vented copy that came up. Now we have a very complicated run ahead of us. And I guess I don't have quick, so... Just kidding. Now we got both of these for both of these. If only I had like a Hell's Banners. Dang near had a flying kill. Had his health down there pretty good. Should have played the Ember Cache probably, but I'm just pretty much autopiloting at this point. Just gotta remember to go mid this next fight and we should be good. I hope. I mean, you never know. You never know. Mid is significantly harder than top. You know, my scaling isn't so good. Like, wave 2 probably sneaks by. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. Alright, we got the quick right off the bat. So that's good. Yeah, these... It's pretty okay. Do I need this? Let's do this. No, I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. I think we'd rather just get scaling. I'd take this out, I think. Nice. I don't need those. I could heal him. Do we care to? And let's look at our health. 188. Don't think we need to heal. Don't think we need to do much more than what we're doing here. And we should get our flying kill just in time for these guys to watch it happen. Not too shabby. Just a pretty standard, like we high rolled on the multi-strikes, and this is just a good example of why this combo is good. You know, even though I prefer Superfood from a fun perspective, aggressive just... You get all that scaling from it. I mean, with our Shroud Spike Morsel Maker thing, we probably didn't need the Primordium anyway, but we win just the same either way. I just, instead of, like, if I didn't have that Shroud Spike combo, I would have just went harder on regen, which was the original plan before that combo came about. With the bloating fungus, we had a plan there to... We could have just scaled essentially from Primordium offensively and then defensively did it with Wildwood Sap, but hey, if the game's going to offer me Shroud Spike with my Making of a Morsel, might as well cash in on that, right? So what did others do? Mean, what did you end up with? You had the Animus of Will. I don't even remember seeing an Animus of Will. Oh, interesting. You went full Stalwart. Interesting. I wonder if you were holding out for hopefully a superfood. But, I don't know, full Stalwart with Root Seeds, pretty good. You also had the Shroud Spike. Didn't have the good Morsel, though. That was your only Morsel generation. I guess you had Shade Lamp. Either way, this is still probably an amazing Shroud Spike. Animus of Will with some health, the Multi-Strike. You don't need much more than that, right? Had the Wildwood Tome. This is a really thin deck. I like that, though. Steel Enhancer and Holdover. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, with Stalwart, that's really good. Yeah, your Stalwart gets pretty big at that point. I like it. That's a fun deck, too. Just another good example of, like, why I do think this is one of the best combos, typically, in the game. So, you had the Husk, you had Animus of Will Infusion with Multi-Strike. So really, you did have the same strikes as I had. Just didn't have as much health. Which, I don't know, at this point in the game, looks like he made it to the boss and just barely died to him. You had the aggressive edible. So you did take the Forever Consumed. I would have definitely took Shroud Spike over Cycle of Life. Now, keep in mind, you also didn't have the Making of a Morsel. I'm trying to remember what Making of a Morsel was up against. It was up against the first Space Prism. I think the Making of a Morsel is just better for you. We took the second Space Prism because the other stuff just wasn't as good as it. But I think the Space Prism at the first... I guess my argument against Space Prism is if you indeed took it at the first one. I'm guessing, if I remember correctly, as a Mind Collapse was at the second one, so I'm guessing you took Space Prism first, Mind Collapse second. The reason I like the Making a Morsel in the first one over Space Prism is because the Space Prism just doesn't do much for us at that point. We don't really know exactly if we care about feeding morsels. We only have the Entumbra Assault at that point and Plinks for morsel generation. And it's a combo that just doesn't benefit from space extension other than if you need to go mid and feed a morsel, kind of like what I did, right? If... you probably go mid anyway, even if you don't feed morsels. But if you go mid, unless you're taking a large stone... you just don't need that Space Prism. And you would also, even if you do the large stone route, you would have to go intrinsic on the Space Prism. Whereas, like, the Making of a Morsel, it's just going to be really powerful at the early game, but also this has the potential to turn into a really good card like we saw it with my deck, right? So I think, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's necessarily incorrect to do it the way you did, but that's just the line of thinking I'm going down. I think you generally want more of a reason to take Space Prism before. Even though I do think it's just one of the best cards in the game, I do think in this particular combo, Awoken and Umbra, they just don't necessarily benefit from the ways that the other clans do. But yeah, that's about all I can think of there. was a fun seed, though. Thanks for that seed. I enjoyed it. Still seems like your deck is pretty powerful. It's just a little convoluted, but that's unfortunate. Oh, you know, you also didn't take Wildwood Sap. It looks like that could have helped. You know, that it looks like you're probably just a hit away from killing him. If you had that extra regen, maybe you survive an extra hit, right? So, I don't know. Hard to say for sure. In general, well, let's put it this way. You probably wouldn't have beat the stealth boss either. Nah, I guess you would have. 55 health. You could get this maybe 2 times in. I don't know. I think you still lose to stealth boss here at 70 shards. So I think you just lack a little bit of sustain. You could get that in the form of both the making of a morsel, because it gives 6 health, and the wildwood sap, because it gives roughly it can roughly give you around 11 worth of health, I think, on average, just vanilla. Much more if you can double stack it. So that's, I guess, the only thoughts I can have on deck doctoring there. As always, everybody, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.